So, do you think this is the right spot for your build, mate? Have you thought about a theme yet? I know I do sound kind of funky, and I don't have a corporeal form. I am metaphysical as such, and use overcomplicated jargon, but don't let that distract you, son. I'll be the voice in your head if you will. Ha ha ha. Welcome to the channel, everyone. On this channel, RJ over here will do his best building away with his little hammer and whatnot. I don't know the exact ins and outs, but I will be here with you along the way, observing, narrating, and sometimes, criticizing if need be. Let's delve in, shall we? RJ, aided by some clever advancements in engineering in the recent years, starts off here by digging a trench. I think I heard him mutter something about axiom or something, and making this little peninsula effectively an island. Then he proceeds by carefully measuring the desired width and length needed for the foundations. Definitely not just eyeballing it right, RJ. You can see him put in a couple of oak crossbeams harvested from only the best oak trees in a field nearby. Eco-friendly, of course, and sustainable and ergonomical, because why not? Next up is the roof, which undergoes several iterations. RJ is playing around with different materials. Seems like he can't quite make up his mind though, but then eventually settling for deep slate tiles, which brings out a shingled roof effect. Looks like he's got some Viking-inspired art going on the top of the roof. Not sure if that fits the theme here. I think RJ's not sure what style he wants to build in. It looks like RJ started on constructing a chimney. No house is complete without the warmth of a hearth. Yes, nature. RJ told me at the beginning of this documentary that he loves to incorporate nature as much as possible in his builds. This will be the beginnings of the party tree, adding atmosphere, wonder, and coziness to the scene. Well, what do you want me to say? It's a tree, but bigger. Nice azaleas there, RJ. RJ tried his hands at farming for a moment and created some pathways, creating the illusion that there are places to go. Connecting the island to the mainland will be the job of this little bridge for many years to come, I'm sure. RJ spent 30 minutes on this bridge. Something, quite frankly, could be done in 15. nice azaleas there, RJ. Construction on the docks has begun. RJ decided on dark oak for his docks. Okay, RJ, can you tell us a little bit more about the construction of these docks? You know the difficulties of building in and under the water are immense, I imagine. Well, then tell us something of this white blob you are constructing in the water. What about that? Yeah, sure. Let's move on as quickly as possible. Love what you did with the place, RJ. Okay, I see. It's a boat. At the back of the house, RJ is adding some more shrubberies, placing them at the bottom, along the wall, and on top of the roof, as an out-of-control plant, as it were, adding to the overall overgrown aesthetic. Onto the construction of yet another tree, RJ will take inspiration from a willow and a mangrove tree, making for a blend between swamp and sadness, adding to this melancholy world. Here, RJ begins on the construction of what he will later dub the bathhouse, starting off with a pier. Without a clear vision, he builds a house-looking structure attached at the end of it. It undergoes several iterations, and as he's trying out different ideas, he gets inspired by arches, and it brings on whiffs of ideas of ancient Rome. Maybe this could be the bathhouse, where people come to bathe in the lake and perhaps have a jolly good chat. This would be the boathouse. In contrast to the bathhouse, this would be a place where you can tinker on your boats and do the necessary repairs. Here again, RJ can't resist to go for a bit of an overgrown look. Then finally, to make this piece complete, the bridge, RJ opted for a diagonal bridge, bringing with it a lot of engineering challenges. A straight bridge over the river would have been a lot easier and maybe even better looking, some would say. But he wanted to try it, so here we are. Definitely, like a lot of the rest of this build actually, alpine/Switzerland inspired. Images of Lucerne come to mind. Ah, Lucerne, what a beautiful time I had there. But anyways, that's a story for another time. Please enjoy the rest of the time-lapse as RJ painstakingly adds all of the roof pieces by hand. Oh, and that little bit of copy-paste there, right, RJ? There we have it, folks. Now, let's have a look at the build. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. There's a lot more to come, that's for sure. This was only the beginning, getting used to the ins and outs of making a documentary like this one. I know I am ready for the next one, and RJ has got a burning fire inside of him. A fire for building. He needs to build to satisfy his unquenchable thirst for more builds. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and from us here, have a good one. Wave goodbye to the viewers at home, RJ.